Friends, welcome to Trich Institute and today's Ceph Storage episode I'll be discussing about how you can easily deploy a Ceph cluster. So please remember for this demonstration I'll be using Ceph Community Edition, that is version is Quincy, but similar steps you can follow for IBM or Red Hat Ceph Storage 5 and 6 and even on Suse Ceph Storage. So for today's demonstration, I'll be using Cephadm Bootstrap. So let's start the demo and see how we can install the Ceph cluster. So in this video, I'll be deploying a 3-node Ceph cluster. Basic cluster I'll be deploying mostly the services for Mon, MGR, and OSD I'll be deploying. So for this, first thing what you do, you install the Cephadm package. So for my lab, I'm using Fedora 37. So that's why I'm using DNF. If you are using some other OS, so you have to use their own package manager. So I'll be using this on all the 3 nodes. So DNF install Cephadm hyphen yes. So DNF install. Why I'm installing Cephadm in all the nodes? Usually it is not required. Only on the Bootstrap node, if you install Cephadm, it should be fine. But if you want to do any local operation on the cluster, if you don't have the Cephadm package installed, then it will be a problem for you. Let's say you want to run chef volume command. So if you don't have the Cephadm package installed, you will not be able to run. That's why I prefer to install the Cephadm package. So once you done with installation, what you do, you use Cephadm Bootstrap command. So this command it will help you to bootstrap a primary cluster on your Bootstrap node. So from where you are running this command, that should be your first initial monitor node. So for that, use the option hyphen hyphen mon hyphen IP. So this is the monitor IP. So for this I'll be using this node. So I'll be using the IP 10.120.11.144. So this is the monitor IP. So this first option should be enough for you to bootstrap an initial cluster. But along with that, I'll be using few more options for setting up the dashboard and the separate cluster network. So for that, I'll be choosing the dashboard user as Trich. So for that option is initial dashboard user, and then I'm setting up a initial password for the dashboard user. So let's say my password, and I don't want to update this, so that's why I'm using no update option, and then I'm specifying the cluster network. So this is a private network for Ceph cluster. So once I done with this option, so I'll be just giving enter. So you will see Cephadm Bootstrap is verifying some network addresses and all, and then it is setting up the initial cluster. So you see that firewall and everything it is configuring. So in older versions where you have like Ceph Ansible, so this entire things is to be done by Ansible, and it used to take much more time compared to here in the Cephadm, how you see here, right? It is very quickly it is doing. Maybe within 1 or 2 minutes, you will see the entire bootstrapping is done. But in case of Ceph Ansible, it used to take more than 10-15 minutes, depend on the settings you are using and all. So you can see it is done. That this is the URL for the dashboard. So port is default 8443 and user Trich and password is my password. So that's what I set. And along with that, if you see here, if I scroll up, that it is deploying Mon, MGR, then Prometheus means monitoring stack. Everything will be deployed on your first initial Bootstrap node, and also it generates a SSH public key. So if you're adding a new host to your cluster later, you need to copy this public key to that host root users authorized key file so that Chef ADM can communicate with that new host. Now, if I do Chef ADM shell, you will see it is going, and if I do Ceph status, you can see it is health warning because I don't have any OSD, and you can see one monitor daemon that is running on the same node chef1 where I run the bootstrapping, and similarly MGR is also running. Now once you're done with this, as I was telling you, you need to copy this SSH key. So I'll just copy this chef.conf, sorry, chef.pub. So this content I'll be copying to the other host which I am going to add. So as you can see, Control L, SSH authorized key. So I'll be just adding this. Just verify single line. Yes. Similarly, I'll be doing for node, third node which I'm going to add. So authorized key. So if you don't do this, your host addition will not work. Now it's very easy to add the host. I'll just clean it up. I'll do sorry, Cephadm. Now you need to go inside your Cephadm shell. And now if I do chef org host ls, you'll see only one host, that is Ceph1, which I used for bootstrapping. That is only present. Now I'll be adding other two hosts. So you just take the IP address from here. So chef org host add. So now I'll be adding chef2 and I'll put that IP of that chef2. So it will take some time and it will confirm like okay, chef2 is added. Now if I do chef org host ls, you'll see chef2 is also added. Now I'll be adding other nodes. So chef org host add chef3. There's the other node. I'll copy the IP and paste it here. So it will also add, let's verify host ls. Now if I do ceph status, you will see mon and mgr is getting deployed. So already you can see 2 mon and 2 mgr. This is because if you remember, I just only added the host. I didn't deploy the monitor or manager or any service. As monitor and manager is managed by Cephadm, as soon as you add a new host to your cluster, Cephadm will deploy monitor manager on those hosts so that at least it reaches to 3 minimum monitor daemon and 2 mgr daemon. So if you again check back the status, you see there are 3 monitor now, chef1, chef2 and chef3, whereas manager is 2 managers. Still if you see OSD is not there because OSD I didn't deploy and it is not like managed by Cephadm. How you can do that? So you do chef org ls, you'll see like monitor manager and all, OSD is not there. Similarly, if I do PS, it will show what all daemons are already deployed. So you can see Alert Manager, Grafana, MGR, Mon, Node Exporter, Prometheus, all are deployed. So to add OSD is very easy. Ceph org device ls you do. You'll see for chef1 there are 3 devices, chef2 3. Similarly, chef3 I have 3 devices. So I'll just add only one at a time. Ceph org daemon add OSD chef1 colon slash dev slash sda. So it will add OSD on chef1. Similarly, I'll be adding one disk from chef2 and chef3. You can see I have added one OSD from other two nodes. So one from chef2 and another one from chef3. Now if I do chef status, you should not see that complaint like where you don't have minimum 3 OSDs. Now I have 3 OSDs up and running. Similarly, you can confirm that chef OSD df3, you'll see from chef1 one OSD, then chef2 another, and chef3 another one. So like this, very easily you can bootstrap Ceph cluster on Quincy version and then add the necessary services. So I showed you here how you can add a OSD. Similarly, you can add for let's say RGW. If you want to deploy RGW or MDAs or CephFS, you can add later once you bootstrap the cluster. So that's all for today's demo. If you like this video, then please share it with your friends, colleagues, and also press the like button so that I can also come to know that you like this. And if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, Trich Tech Institute, so please subscribe it and also please press the bell icon so that you get alert for upcoming videos. So thank you. Thanks for your time. We'll see you in our next video.